We can all come across selfish people in life, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they are on the narcissist personality disorder or that they have narcissistic traits. It can often mean that they just take care of themselves. The main difference between someone who's selfish and a narcissist is that grandiosity. A selfish person can think of themselves, but they also have the empathy to care for others, and they can talk to others about different things. Yes, they might want to bring the attention onto themselves, but they will have the empathy to be willing to listen to other people. Narcissistic people simply lack the empathy to care. They can pretend to manipulate people, but genuinely speaking, at some point you would notice that they actually lack empathy to care. Selfish people tend to have morals. Narcissistic people that are entitled break rules. They lie to meet a need of their own. They cheat people, whether that's cheating people out of money or cheating on people with somebody else. They steal. Anything they do is to meet a need of their own. And if you were to question one about it, they will twist the story, they will project it all onto you, and they will shift the blame to escape accountability for the things that they actually do. Welcome back to this channel. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support. If you are new to the channel, this channel is about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you may have been dealing with throughout your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods, different tips to find what works for you to recover from narcissistic abuse. So this video is about the red flags of a narcissist entitlement. For someone to be on the spectrum of the narcissist personality disorder, people would need at least 5 of the 9 characteristics, one of those being entitled, so they have an unreasonable expectation of special treatment to meet a need of their own. The others are a belief they are special, exploitative, grandiose, envy, lack of empathy, preoccupation with the ideal, requires excessive attention, and arrogance. Narcissists can play nice and come across as a genuine person. This is only to manipulate because they want something in return. The admiration phase, when they will boast and brag, even exaggerate their achievements to win someone over, so they can manipulate and take advantage of that person. When they don't get what they want, out comes their envious face. As they feel entitled, they take not getting what they want as an in-depth criticism, and their tantrums begin to show. Slowly breaking down people's boundaries with gaslighting, the narcissist triangulation, pity plays, guilt trips, and more. They seek to take out those who they feel are not serving them as they should, not admiring the narcissist as they should. And the narcissist feels entitled to be treated in a specific way. And if someone is not treating them in that way, they will use many aggressive and passive-aggressive manipulation methods to get their needs met. If they feel criticised, slighted, or betrayed by another, they can rage in a moment, or the passive-aggressive silence, holding onto a grudge for an extremely long time. They can seem extraordinarily envious of others, especially those who have something they want. They will put those people down in any way they can. They will, of course, have a grand tale to spin of why they were the victim, why the narcissist was the victim, and often then people feel sorry for them, and we do all we can to support them, when in reality they were never the victim. They're the one holding the grudge against the person who was the victim, and the narcissist is the perpetrator. Depending on the individual narcissist would depend on how their entitlement comes across, whether they show that entitlement to others as covertly or overtly act entitled. Signs of entitlement. rarely helps out unless there's something in it for them in return, expects others to help them, expects others to be eternally grateful if they have helped someone, happy to take, unwilling to give, believes they deserve special treatment, will not accept responsibility, always passes the blame, rarely admits fault, and if they do, it's a case of I'm sorry I'm sorry, but I'm sorry if. No matter what you give them or whatever they have, they always want more. Envious of others, claims that others have all the luck, always finding something to complain about. Lack of self-awareness, will not accept no for an answer. Entitled narcissists have an unreasonable demand that others should conform to their ways, believing they are deserving of special treatment. A belief they should not be made to wait in restaurants. A table should just be ready for them. Fast food restaurants, their food should be instantly ready. They don't think they should have to queue up for things, and they can be very impatient. They don't believe they have to pay their way or think that others should pay more. They think they can turn up late and everyone should instantly be grateful that they turned up at all. They don't accept the word no. They can try to blag their way into places, claiming that they know the owner. Some even say, "Don't you know who I am?" If that doesn't work, they can become aggressive and insulting towards people. They will intimidate staff to try and get their own way. They will point out other people's mistakes and gloat about other people's downfalls. They will tantrum like a toddler when they don't get their own way. They will project their entitlement onto those close to them with their gaslighting words of, "Why do you have to be so unreasonable?" when you try to set a boundary with them. Or, "It's not all about you," when you try to have an opinion or do something that you'd like to do. They might feel entitled to have control over your whereabouts, wanting your location settings turned on your phone, wanting all your passwords. However, you'll not be able to have theirs. It's not a two-way street, only a one-way, the narcissist entitled way. They don't believe they should work for a promotion. They don't believe they should have to work for anything. To them, it's a given, and they will always be looking for the shortcut. And if it's not a given and they don't get what they want, to the narcissist, that's always somebody else's fault. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, the first thing that we need to reclaim are our boundaries. Then, once we've discovered what our boundaries are, we need to lower our expectations of their understanding and their ability to care for other people and recognise them for who they are as a person. Then we need to stop thinking that they can compromise with us, and we need to stop giving them information. We need to start looking into things like a grey rock, so they can no longer use us against ourselves. And finally, if you can, no contact is always the best way to go around a narcissistic person. If you cannot go no contact, it's raising your standards of behaviour you will accept from people, lowering your expectations of their understanding of your feelings, learning your boundaries, who you are as a person, and grey rock. If anyone has any advice on how they dealt or handled themselves around a narcissistic person, please do add that into the comments, as you never know who's reading that it might help. I shall add into the description the video that explains more on why narcissists are so entitled. I shall also add the video on boundaries and grey rock into the description. There is the links in the description to the online courses that are available, which is just more of a step-by-step guide to learning about the narcissistic personality disorder. I am full for one-to-one coaching. I have partnered with BetterHelp, so I shall also add their sponsored link into the description. Thank you very much for listening. If anyone has any signs of entitlement within the narcissist they knew or know, please also add that into the comments. I hope everyone has a lovely day. Bye.